The information contained in this presentation is intended for general informational purposes only. The presentation is not a substitute for a review of the applicable government regulations, codes, OSHA standards, or other regulations, and should not be construed as legal advice or opinion. Specific questions should be referred to the proper regulatory authorities, electrical engineer, licensed electrician, or attorney. Guidelines for running non-metallic sheath cable include: use metal plates to protect cable if it is closer than 1.25 inches from the front edge of a stud. Drill holes for cable 1.25 inches from the edge of a stud. Leave 6 to 8 inches of cable in each box for connections. Staple NM cable within 8 inches from a box without a connector, or 12 inches within a box with connectors. Staple NM cable every 4.5 feet. The radius of a bend shall be greater than 5 times the diameter every 4.5 feet. Wire nuts and wing nuts are wire connector fasteners used to make a tight connection between 2 or more electrical wires. Made of flame retardant materials, wire connectors prevent wires from contacting other wires or exposed metal surfaces, which could cause a dangerous fault or short circuit. So it is important that all exposed wires are in the connector. Grounding is the act of connecting something to the earth, known as ground, so it has zero electrical potential. Everything that is grounded means it is connected to ground and can have no electrical energy stored in it. Bonding is simply the act of joining two electrical conductors together. They may be two wires or maybe a wire and a pipe. Bonding ensures that these two things will be at the same electrical potential. That means you won't get electricity buildup in one and not in the other. No current flow can take place between two bonded bodies because they have the same potential. It is important to note that bonding itself doesn't protect anything. However, when grounded, there can be no electrical energy buildup. For example, if a grounded box is bonded to another box, the other box is also at zero electrical potential and also protected. NM cable must be stapled on the flat side of the cable, not on the edge. This provides a tight wire connection to the stud and prevents any damage to the wire sheathing. Steel safety plate protectors protect the wire from screws or nails from piercing the electrical wiring. Here is an example of an all too common problem: hammering the staple too tight, which can cause a short circuit. To help prevent stapling damage, a variety of different styles of cable staples are available with stoppers. Sometimes a little education can make one more careless than before, as someone feels more comfortable in their knowledge. There is a cardinal firearm safety rule that says, treat every firearm as if it is loaded. That can be applied to working with electricity. Treat all electrical as if it is energized. By making this assumption, you will reduce your chances of an unwelcome surprise. If you make a mistake in plumbing, you might make someone unhappy. Make a mistake in air conditioning, and someone might be uncomfortable. But a mistake with electricity, and you could injure or kill yourself or others. I realize that probably most of you watching this have already been shocked by electricity and obviously have lived to tell about it. Unfortunately, the more that occurs, the more it tends to lower our defenses. Please never take safety for granted and always treat electricity with the respect it deserves. Your life and the life of others may depend on it.